Okay, we did the quiet 7 seconds. I hope you're happy, Mason.
Yeah, there was a lot of salt behind
Hope
it, though.
you're
I don't know.
fucking happy about it.
Jesus Christ.
Actually, there's almost no noise at all.
Look, man.
No,
Every other time it's your idea.
I wasn't saying that in a confrontational way.
Do you want to do it?
I was looking and I was like, I don't actually even see
Well, usually
anything.
we've got the fan going.
That's true. Maybe that's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Doug, welcome to the podcast.
Doug's here.
Yeah, I'm here. Finally here when Mason's here.
Woo! Yeah, I bailed last time.
Yeah,
I was like, Doug's there? Fuck it.
Oh,
He's got
that's
this.
right. That was a while back. That was back
remember
when you
we
and I
were
did.
waiting on him? We
Yeah.
were just sitting here hanging out, waiting on Mason.
Like we were just doing for you?
Hold on, but I showed up.
I
showed up.
I didn't just not show up. Like,
I was 5 minutes late, bro.
we were all sitting around like Mason just never says anything. That's not what happened. You did say something, but it just makes me laugh to think of that. Like we're like, well, I guess he's not coming. Well, what is up, guys? How goes it?
Same old.
Yeah?
Same old shit.
I feel like it's been a long time. Well, it has been a long time since we podcasted because we didn't podcast last week.
Yeah, you're right. It was last. What was last Wednesday?
It was Wednesday before last Wednesday.
It was
a
2
week
Wednesdays ago?
Well, it was the last Wednesday we just had, and then like a couple days ago it was last week.
Gotcha.
But like, I feel like it's normally once a week, but because we didn't do it Friday, I feel like the thing with Ryan was a long ass time ago.
Well, the thing with Ryan and then having yesterday off work and going back to work today, it's throwing me off.
It's no good.
I don't know what day it is.
He didn't have to work today.
No?
Nah, I enjoyed my day off.
Must be nice.
Played video games and...
Son of a bitch.
Exactly. I was that son of a bitch.
I was like, yeah, I can go to Ian's, record, go home, play games, and he's like, want to go see Thor? And I was like, okay, yeah.
I ruined your evening.
And then he's like,
I
we're gonna
ruined
wait
your
till 9
evening.
o'clock for Doug to show up, and I was like, oh, okay.
I let the record
9
reflect
o'clock.
5 minutes. 5
Here it is,
minutes, 9 o'clock.
6:15.
Yeah.
He shows up at 6:20.
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
It's like 6:16. Mason's like, I'm fucking done.
I'm sorry, I couldn't do 85 on all of through sunset.
Hey, you know what? You could have. You could have. If you cared, you could have.
I mean, if you cared enough.
If you cared about the podcast.
You risk your life. Hey, look, it's a game that Mason doesn't play.
Anyway, you live for the cast, you die for the cast.
What have you been playing, Mason?
Oh, we're just jumping in?
Yeah, what have you been playing,
Dude, I've been playing a lot. That's it. No. So we got this whole PC situation just about figured out. This is weird looking at you while we're doing this.
I kind of like
It's
it.
kind of weird. I don't know.
You don't like it?
You don't like staring him in the eyes?
Not really. Not the whole time.
Stare me in the eyes.
It's weirder, man.
Okay, so for those of you who have no idea what the fuck is going on because you only have audio and no video, I'm trying out the 360 feature on my mic because when we have a third person, it's easier to back out from the desk a little bit.
Yeah.
And so we're actually like, we're like facing, it's like the Socratic circles from Honors English.
We need a little table. We need a little bit bigger table than this. A little
Not
bigger
really.
Table.
For what?
I don't know. Give it an ambience, man.
Doing things, man.
For ambiance?
You need an oak table.
table.
Yeah.
If you want to lug a giant oak table in,
Something you can...
like a Victorian,
exactly.
it's got like the feet are like carved lions.
How much you guys pay for that? We don't know.
Don't worry about
Company
it.
card, man.
Company card.
Company card. Yeah, so we got the PC thing almost completely figured out.
So what was the problem?
Everything.
Everything was the
problem.
problem.
I had a 9-year-old graphics card, an 8-year-old motherboard, 8-year-old RAM. It's just all old. So what's happening was he put a new processor in it. And so there were a lot of compatibility issues with just crazy old drivers and new stuff. So I'm kind of slowly going through and
Acquiring the pieces.
very slowly. But,
Like a BioWare RPG where you have to go to 7 different locations to get the
except
whole...
this one is weeks long. And
Yeah.
but I've been playing a little bit of PUBG. My graphics card isn't quite good enough to have a great time on it, though. It looks like straight garbage, runs like straight garbage. That's also just PUBG.
Yeah.
I got
Your computer's aiding in its running.
Yeah, it's definitely not helping in the optimization of the game. We just recently had a Steam sale go live 2 days ago. What's today, the 24th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Till the 28th, right?
Yeah, something like that. So I picked up Stardew Valley, of course, because I had to. What's that?
You already own it.
I know.
You put.
I own a lot of games on
dozens of hours into it,
so
if not
hours.
more.
So many hours. It was $5, man. Stardew
That's
Valley.
welcome to Steam, right?
Yeah,
Stardew
exactly.
Valley.
It takes your nickels and dimes, and before you know it, you're $4,000 in debt to the Steam sale.
You have 600 games that you'll
Dude,
never play.
That's
Exactly.
Jeff. That's Jeff right there. He just hit 410 and has played maybe 8 of them. Stardew Valley, and I picked up the Forest as well.
Oh, cool.
Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Rust, kind of like 7 Days to Die.
It's like a better version of Ark Survival, sort of.
Yeah,
right?
much better version.
Just like the genre, though.
Smaller.
The survival, like
Yeah.
building things.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
It's creepy as hell.
Been
Forest.
so creepy.
Oh.
So creepy. Been
You
playing
ever
that.
played that? You ever seen that game?
I've seen it. Yeah,
Oh,
I've seen some
oh.
streamers do it, and they get the heebie-jeebies playing. It's pretty
Well,
cool.
when
Nuts.
you, my favorite thing about that I remember, and you can maybe expound on this a
Yeah,
little bit, is that like when you get killed, they actually don't kill you; they capture you, and then you're down inside a cave, and you wake up, and you have to escape the cave from these like 8-legged naked monster guys.
So that didn't happen to me. Maybe though, I was playing multiplayer with.
Okay, I don't know if it changes.
I don't know. Yeah, we
That was a
because
long
we
time
died,
ago.
and then it just reset at like the spawning area, and so we just loaded the game. But maybe
Maybe it's a single player thing. Yeah,
Maybe.
I was watching it be played. I was watching a Let's Play.
it's
of it.
horrifying, dude.
It might have been like Markiplier or something, but he
Yeah.
he got killed. He's like, oh, I died. I wonder where the checkpoint is. And then he woke up and like it slowly like
What?
it kind of unblurred, and he was in a cave, and he like got himself out of the bounds, and the like 8-legged naked guys.
Yeah,
were,
yeah,
like,
they have. Yeah, dude, they're crazy.
were in there, and they were after him, and he had to escape the cave
It's
and
the
go
worst.
back to his camp. I was like, that's an interesting way to handle a death mechanic. That was cool.
It is really cool. It's horrifying though.
Surprised Kevin played it. He doesn't like scary games.
He doesn't like scary games. He won't play it alone. That's the thing. It's like
Won't play
he gets
alone.
like crazy anxiety.
Little bitch.
Yeah.
Little bitch.
So he bought it like a month ago. We did a Let's Play of it, I think, or we streamed it.
Is it up? Is it up on the channel
He
now?
might have
or-
streamed it, so it's probably in his Twitch archive.
Oh, okay. I'd like to see.
He
that.
bought it like months ago, but he never played it. And then I bought it, and he's like, "Okay, now I can play it." Someone else is playing it, and then Jeff and Lorena bought it, so we had like 4
I
people.
don't
in
know
there.
if I own it or not. I'll have to look.
It's $10 right now. Just
Okay.
saying.
Yeah,
not
it's
to be
cool.
that
That'd be fun to play.
guy. It's a blast. It is horrifying though. But yeah, just that. I've been playing Stardew, like I
Yeah.
said recently, and then PUBG when I get a chance.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's
man.
more than I've had to say the last couple of
Right,
podcasts.
you've been some busy ass
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah.
What about you, Doug? Man, what have you been playing, dude?
Our special guest.
Yeah.
Been bouncing around a bunch of different games. I've commandeered your PC and played
Yes.
some Overwatch.
I know.
Yeah.
He just disappears into the room like.
Yeah,
How is it on PC compared to console?
I like it better on PC just from the standpoint it's faster. It's just a lot faster,
Oh, really?
a lot smoother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
feel like
Oh, like the
everybody
game
yeah,
runs
the
it.
game,
Oh,
the
okay,
game
okay.
runs. It's built to
Yeah.
play on PC.
Yeah,
It really is.
It really is.
It really is. It's fun on console. Don't get me wrong, especially when we've played
Oh,
together
yeah,
and
we've
everything.
had a
It's a
good time.
blast. But playing on PC, I can see where the superiority comes in. It's a Blizzard game. Every Blizzard game plays better on PC.
And
Yeah.
I've heard your teammates are more cooperative. Everyone is in the game kind of thing.
Yeah, everybody, even when I was playing quick play, because that's all I really was able to run because I wasn't high enough level to run comp yet.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't get that far.
Yeah.
But from what I was playing, even quick play, everybody was
Really?
really cool. I even got to play with the main reason I wanted to jump into is I want to play the new character.
Oh yeah.
She's legit.
Yeah?
Oh yes. I was thoroughly enjoying her with her being able to heal and then being able to switch right into an attack and then back to healing.
I gotta jump back
That
in.
was really cool. And then being able to like shoot an orb while my teammate's running away to heal him. So I no longer felt being a healer that I had to sit on top of people. Like I could just like, okay, if you want to be Widow and you want to just run up across the wall or something like that, here's a healing orb. It will chase after you. I don't have to worry about going
That's
after you.
sick.
Same way with there's a damage orb. So it goes after him and attacks and does damage, but it does also a damage over time.
So it's-
it's
She's kind of like Zen.
a little bit. Yeah, a
It's
little
like a
bit.
hybrid almost.
Yeah, a little bit. She almost reminds me of, the best way of saying it is almost like kind of like a necromancer. She has one hand, she can heal and shoots this healing beam out that heals. And the other one's like almost like a soul sucking, life sucking thing that comes
sick.
out of her hand. So she has two different weapons basically, the way she can be played.
I gotta jump back in.
So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The same way with the new changes to Mercy. Mercy's become a whole new
Yeah.
character. She heals one character on Resurrection.
Yeah, and it's not her ult anymore, right?
It's
Yeah.
no, it's just a thing that buffs up.
So what is her ult the same or?
Her ult's like this thing that like does like a whole bunch of invulnerability, I think.
Oh, okay. That's
I
interesting.
actually have not seen it in person. I did not see anybody use it.
Yeah.
As far as when I was playing, but they nerfed Diva. She is pretty terrible now.
Oh, really?
She's
Didn't they nerf her before? Weren't you
Yeah,
telling
they
me,
keep nerfing her back because she's too good.
Weren't you
Because
telling me,
she's
like,
not built for the game.
when she came out though, wasn't she like God?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
the best character in the
Yeah.
game. And then the problem was the creators came
Find
out
somewhere
and
in the middle.
strictly
Yeah.
said they messed up when they built her. She was not designed to be played in this game. Like, her character structure, they've had to, like, tweak her so far back because every design she had prior she was just not built. She
What?
built the game.
And now she has rockets and shit.
I
that
mean,
can
there
fire
was
people.
games that there's people, if you go and watch, like, probably there's some highlight videos on YouTube, people were getting, like, 50 and 60 kill streaks with that.
I've
with her
seen
back,
you with
that.
those.
Yeah,
Oh, crazy.
with back in the day. Yeah, I've gotten, like, 40.
Yeah,
I've
I've
drummed
seen
up,
that.
like, 40 kill
Jesus
streaks on that with her
Oh my God.
back in the day.
That's nuts.
So
Oh,
anyway,
God.
back
But now
to
she's just...
she's meh. She's
That
very much...
sucks.
She's very much almost like a punching character. You gotta be, like, within a certain amount of range and her turrets just shoot that
Oh
far.
yeah.
Her pistol's also been nerfed. Remember how it used to shoot really, really fast?
Yeah.
It used to be able to strafe back and forth.
It's really powerful. too.
It's like it's now been reduced to the speed of Mercy's new speed of her pistol. It's just like pop, 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 pop,
It
pop,
really
pop, pop,
killed her.
Yeah, it really did.
Seems like they can
because she
figure out
was
a way in between. There.
most used character in the game. She has the most hours played
Really?
in the overall game. Yep.
Huh.
It's just because every pro team, every team that plays that game was running strategies around her and that ult. Because if you can compile everybody into a pile and you drop that bomb on them, as you've seen it,
Yeah, you're right.
wipe a whole team,
Yeah.
that can be...
That's the game.
Yeah.
Now, didn't they just finish up a bunch of like crazy esports competitions on Overwatch?
Yep.
So
Overwatch World Cup
international
finished
ones.
up.
was that with the new patch?
I do not know.
Okay.
I would have to look. I actually, you know what? I think you're right. It was
Because
the new patch did come out. It wasn't without the new character though, because they patched the game prior to the new character coming.
Well, how did they change their? Do you know how they changed their strategy around like the Mercy nerf and everything? Or
I
not
mean,
Mercy?
I mean,
Diva.
from what I haven't watched a lot of the VODs,
Oh, okay.
but from what I saw when I was watching with my brothers and stuff, we watched USA versus, I think it was Sweden. I mean, they weren't even running Mercy as much. They were running more the Ana.
Really?
Ana on heals because her sniper's so good, especially on PC. She's so fast.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can literally. I mean, if you have a legit Ana on your team, I mean, you can have somebody sitting there click, 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 click,
Yeah.
click, healing everybody with that sniper and you stay long range.
Oh yeah.
Also, plus the damage buff and the heal buff from her, that jar she throws. So
Yeah.
she's become basically a lot of teams are working
Holy shit.
working around her.
And I guess on PC it's a lot more accurate
It
too.
is.
On console, trying to play Anna's.
Yeah, it's hard.
ridiculous. Yeah,
Same
it's
way with
not-
playing Widow. It's
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
She's really good on PC.
Oh,
But-
yeah. I mean, even when I just played the beta on PC with Widow, I was getting a bunch of kills.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's a whole nother thing.
It's totally different. Yeah, it's a completely different game
Yeah.
all the way through.
But overall, I was having a good time with that. But some of the other games I was kind of been messing around with, dabbing around with. I started playing some StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
After all the new
Yeah.
units and all the new stuff, I was telling him back in the day I was a fiend for that game. That used to be.
I love StarCraft. Yeah.
Had so much fun playing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
used to put. I wish I had my old Blizzard account. I can't figure out what it is, so I can see my hours.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
It was
that
stupid. It was stupid, man. Because I mean, I had it a couple of times where I was like high diamond ranked in
Holy
1v1.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. I would put in 20 plus hours a week.
Jeez, dude.
But I was in college. I didn't
Oh,
have anything
yeah,
else to do,
yeah.
so I was going to school and
come
then
home,
I'd come
boom,
home,
play
right back in,
StarCraft.
go to StarCraft.
Yep.
So I mean, I was, and that was when like it first came out. It was one of the first about. It was before Heart of the Swarm came out even. It was back before when it first came out.
Yeah.
I had played it just a ton. It was back when I was watching all the esports. Had gotten really into it when Day 9 did daily casts, and it was, used to watch his Day 9
Day
dailies.
Damn.
Because he used to have the strategies to go to. Like if I needed something that I needed to learn about a race, he had it covered. But yeah, that I've been playing a little bit of that. Then jumped into. I didn't play Destiny too much this week.
Not this week. This is gonna be your first week not playing.
Yeah, I
Huh?
really just didn't touch it all.
So
that much.
where are you right now? Like light level?
I'm like 290-ish. I'm like basically at the point where I have to do the raid to get much higher.
Jesus.
I'm like at that point where it's like raid or die.
I'm still hoping my plan works.
What's your
He's
plan?
still hoping that he's gonna jump in when the DLC comes out on the 5th and be
Because
just
they're gonna have
enough.
to. They're gonna what they have to do is they can't. So Curse of Osiris comes out on December 5th.
Yeah.
And you're the most knowledgeable,
Yes.
and we'll talk to you about Curse of Osiris, but it comes out on the 5th. So my hope is that they're aiming it for a character about 270, because I'm like 267.
That's your hope?
Well, I think it's logical to assume that average players
Yeah.
are not 290 or 300.
Yeah.
Maybe they are. Maybe the average is 290. They're gonna aim it at average for gear drop, and obviously stuff is leveled to you anyways. So I'm hoping that I can play that. And just play that and get gear it's going to be quite a bit higher than mine.
Yeah.
Level up, get higher light quicker, get to the point where I'm in the 280s, and then we can do the raid.
Oh, you haven't done the raid yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm at like 264 and I didn't want to grind.
Okay.
I don't like
Have
grinding.
you done the raid?
No, I haven't.
No, and I've
So I'm
heard
going
a
to use
couple
Curse
people.
of Osiris to jump into
I've heard a couple people playing. It's a commitment. It's a commitment.
It's like 5 hours.
Well,
It's like
it's
5 or
like
6
5
hours,
hours,
yeah.
but that's 5 or 6 hours if you're with a solid team. You're talking if you
Oh,
can't get
yeah.
if you can't get timing down with certain things, like as a group, you're talking 6 or 7.
Oh,
I mean, there's guys. I mean, the first group that ran through there, it took 9. It
Yeah,
took
'cause
9
they've never
hours
seen it.
because they'd never seen it, and they've literally were timing them at Blizzard when they went through
first people.
the first
to do it.
group.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
they're enshrined in the game now.
What?
Yeah, one
That's
shit that
sick.
it was like how they did in this one when the first group who beat the raid in Destiny 1,
Yeah,
they're enshrined in the second game
That's
right
so
off
cool.
the bat. Yeah.
that's really cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, they were really hardcore. 'cause it
Imagine
was
being
like-
one of those guys. That'd be dope.
and that's
The
what
first
everybody's
version.
waiting for December 5th because the race is on.
Yeah.
It will be literally as soon as that drops, which team can be through it the fastest. You're gonna literally. It's kind of exciting to wait to
so
see
cool.
if people are gonna be streaming it because that's what happened last time. They streamed their first playthrough through and they just ran through it. And some of the best raid teams out there. But
So it's not something you could do with randos, like 5 other
I
randos.
wouldn't
It-
suggest it. You can.
well, you can queue up for it.
Yeah.
Oh, good
God
luck.
God help you. I tried the other night just to do a strike by myself with just randos, and it took like 45 minutes.
Because they have that whole, what do they call it? Like the games with Buddy or whatever? Like
it's
the
games
tour
with
guide
buddies,
or whatever it
beta,
is.
What?
So they invented, in Destiny 1, only like a small percentage of players ever actually played the raid. So for Destiny 2, they invented a, basically like a matchmaking system that will put you in a team so that you don't have to have 6 friends or 5 friends to do a raid.
Yeah.
And it was like, they were like, oh, I can't remember what it's called. It's like a buddy system thing where you can like go queue up, and you'll get joined with a group.
Okay.
And they'll help you get through the raid.
Yeah.
Well, sounds great, but it doesn't work. You just sit in there.
Oh, jeez.
You're like twiddling your thumbs. It
Just
takes
hanging out
like an
and
hour.
waiting.
And it's nothing that the game's really fault. It's actually them trying to make it so that you get paired with legitimate people within your range. They try to set you up with people that are good connection. They really try to focus in on honing everything in. It's just like with most games, it's so hard to get that perfect connection with 4 random strangers, even when you need that kind of quality.
Yeah.
Because that game already has a buttload of loading issues as far as when the raid loads up.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, there's been issues where characters spawn outside of the map and stuff like
What?
that. Yeah,
Floating in space.
yeah, exactly. Like they just spawn outside, and you have to like do stuff. There's videos, there's tutorials you have to look up when you get to those instances.
There's
to defeat
tutorials.
them.
Oh,
How to fix the bug.
Yeah, unfortunately,
They should
it's
give the
one of those things-
tutorials to Bungie to fix the bug.
Here you go.
My God.
But they fixed a bunch of them out.
Yeah.
There was some where the dogs wouldn't even spawn in the one room, and you had to restart.
Oh my god.
If they just would not spawn. And so there was heart crushing moments, but like that. But with any MMO, it's like that.
Online game.
Or any MMO like that.
Because you
I
can
remember
never really
back in the
test
day
it until
when-
it's live.
I remember back in the day when Blizzard launched WoW, and used to run the first raid, and like the last boss, you'd be getting it down to like 20-30% health, and you just walk off the map, gone.
What?
Just gone. and you could not kill him, and the game would he would die. He would walk off the map and die. You would not be able to loot him, and it was get whatever you could out of that room, and that was that. Yep, and it took them months for them to patch WoW to fix that. I remember people literally like wanting to boycott the game because it was the only raid in the game when it officially launched, and there was nothing you could do about it. So, I mean, it's a total MMO thing. The raids and big things like that, they take forever to get right. And Bungie, unfortunately, is impatient. And they don't have enough practice.
Yeah.
So they're never going to launch one that's going to run perfect. Yeah. They don't have enough patience to sit there.
Activision, they don't have patience.
Activision, yeah.
Whoever's in charge.
Yeah.
Ian, what have you been playing, man?
I beat Assassin's Creed.
Oh! How many hours?
Like 40.
Yeah?
Yeah. So there's still
seems
more
to
stuff
be
to
what
do.
the like general average
Open world averages, yeah.
No, I mean for Assassin's Creed.
Oh, 30, 40. There's a lot more to do still. Like I'm just gonna keep playing. I want to hit. I don't know if level 40 is a cap, but it seems to be a cap because they keep every other week they release the kind of these challenges. Where you can fight like one of the gods. It's not really part of the story.
Oh, that's cool.
It's just like this high character level challenge, and you get major loot if you can beat. It's like a big Dark Souls boss, basically. Yeah. And like you have like Anubis and Sobek and like Ra
cool.
and all that stuff. You can fight these. They're gigantic, creatures. You have to try and fight them. I haven't done it because it says required level 40.
Oh, right.
So you can't. So I'm wondering if 40 is a hard cap, or if they're just saying 40 is. So I don't know how that works.
40 just to get to that.
And I'm at like 38.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. It's cool because you go through the game, and then there's still side missions that you can keep doing, and they make sense within the story that you would still be there doing them as well. So it doesn't like one thing I don't like. It's not a spoiler for Horizon. When you beat Horizon, Witcher does this too. When you beat Horizon and Witcher. You beat them, but the endings are such big deals that they couldn't continue the game running around the world with the end state.
Yeah.
So like when you beat Horizon, credits roll and all the videos and stuff, and then it's like, thanks for playing the game, blah, blah, blah. We've set you back just before you finish the last mission of the campaign. Have fun in the world. Huh. Same with Witcher. Like before you launch this mission, we saved your game, and now you're back here. So I was like, I don't love that. Like it's just this weird thing where like the game is beaten and I still have the final main mission available to me now, and it's kind of weird. So the Assassin's Creed didn't do that. You can finish the game and there's a plot link that explains why you would still be there and you're still running around. So it's cool. It's a lot of fun. It was a really good game. I'm writing my review right now. So
where do you, if it's not too spoily for your review, where do you rank it? In your overall kind of Assassin's Creed,
like top 3 or 4,
really?
Yeah, probably top 3 Assassin's Creed games. Wow. Yeah,
very cool.
It's really good.
Yeah,
I was surprised a lot by it. It was dangerous too because they changed so much.
Yeah,
from like the formula that it almost at times it's like not even really an Assassin's Creed game. Just the way it's an RPG. It's all about stats, and you have rare, common, rare, legendary gear, and you level up, and you've got different statuses on weapons, and like it's very kind of hardcore RPG stuff. I mean, I don't really like using the word hardcore because it just gets thrown around so much. But just compared to Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like there's no systems like that, so there was a lot. It's a true role playing game. It's basically, honestly though, it's Witcher's Creed. It's really what it is. The game is built just like Witcher.
Yeah.
Just like...
That's a good thing, though, right?
Oh, absolutely.
If it ain't broke.
The problem is now I'm constantly comparing it to it, and it does not live up to Witcher quality. Because they didn't have another 4 years to keep... that's what you would need to do, because they don't... Fortunately, CD Projekt Red doesn't have a Overlord.
Right.
Take as long as we like.
An Overlord. It's a good word for it.
Where Ubisoft is like, I'd like this to cut out by 2017, please. And they're like, yeah, well, we could actually have like a lot more work done to make this like one of the great games. No, 2017. So, but it was good. I'll definitely, I'm like halfway through writing up my review, and then I'll record it, and I gotta go find video, and I can't download YouTube videos anymore because they updated YouTube, and my little like attachment thing that I had that downloaded stuff doesn't work anymore, which really sucks because like for my Mass Effect review, I had to record my monitor, which shows the little icon in the bottom right. So I didn't want to use like another YouTuber stuff, so I just used the actual sources like Mass Effect YouTube page because I don't feel like I have to like credit their YouTube page. I'm giving you a review of your damn game. Whereas if it's someone's YouTube page, I don't want to record their footage.
Yeah, right.
Copyright. You don't want to go down that road, dude.
Nope.
YouTube.
They'll just shut it off.
If it's on YouTube, you can pretty much use it unless it's Nintendo.
Yeah,
or if it's music, like movie music, Star Wars is highly, you can't touch it.
Yeah.
Can't touch it
that
at
makes
all.
Sense. That
makes
all.
Yeah, you can't put none of that like good old Star Wars music up on there.
No.
Like good old Star Wars
That's
music.
why I was blown away when we did our Mason Missed It, the first one for Star Wars. Yeah. I found this song that was a bunch of Star Wars songs in a single track and not stoppage. It was an actual written song to meld all these Star Wars tracks together. I was like, this is really cool, and I used that, and it didn't get hit with copyright because it's original music.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just sound like it was like a fan wrote it.
That's cool.
I was like, that worked out.
It's like if he wrote some Star Wars music and just threw it over top of it.
If there's enough changes, I guess, or it just there was something about that audio track that
didn't pick it up.
That Disney's spots couldn't pick up.
Huh.
Yeah, because I've never been flagged for it.
I wonder if if our reach was a little bit further, if that would have
maybe. But I've been flagged for stuff.
Yeah,
with ZeroHP. Really? Yeah. It won't let I've had stuff where it won't even let you post it.
Wow.
Or it gives you a warning the second. Like all of my Game of the Year collages, which have music, like bands music, just say you're fine to use this, but you can't monetize the video.
Oh wow. Okay.
So obviously we don't make money, so it works. Right. If we made money though, I'd have to figure out something else. Yeah. Because then we wouldn't be able to make money off of that video.
And they're even getting bad to the point now where, like, if you stream on Twitch, you can have
music. Yeah. So I don't know if they've changed it recently, but I know before on Twitch, if you did play music, playing it while you were streaming is fine because they can't really do anything about it. But like when you have it archived, they would mute your VOD. So I don't know if they're gonna crack down where you can't even live stream with music playing.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
It's all licensed.
No, it makes sense. I mean,
it sucks though.
Yeah, it does. I mean? It really does.
It's like I feel like there was a line blurred between like context is kind of important.
Yeah,
I'm using your music because it's great.
And it's great, and
it's also because of the expense. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, none of us expected that people were going to be able to make a full-time living off of streaming.
No.
Right.
And
no
making,
way. Yeah.
A lot of money.
6 figures. Easy.
Yeah.
Not easy, but I mean, there are people making.
There's some guys out there. I mean, ridiculous.
The Doc
makes
my man.
Doc makes a lot. Tim the Tatman makes a lot.
Tim the Tatman's killing it. Lyric kills it.
Yeah.
Summit 1G kills it.
Man,
G makes a lot.
I should start watching these.
There is.
I don't know any of these.
The way I've described it to people, and if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. But like, it's kind
of like YouTubers.
Totally,
right?
and you know how with podcasts, like there's a podcast for everything. Like if you like hunting, if you like fishing, if you like games, literally a podcast for everything.
There's probably a drywall podcast.
100% there is. There's a streamer for everything too. Yep. There's guys like the Doc who are over the top, and I just love watching the highlight video.
Oh, me too. He cracks me up.
But if you just want to chill, super chill guys, you just hang out, no camera or anything like that. Like there's different categories of streamers, and you can kind of
makes complete sense.
There's guys who can go on there and watch, and they do like really cool like playthroughs of games, and they explain stuff. And then you got guys who like RPG on there that are hilarious.
Yeah,
like there's a guy off on there, and I forget his name. I wish I could tag him because it's hilarious, but he plays the sheriff
from
GTA 5, and he drives around.
It's like
I've heard of this.
It's like Officer Dan.
And he drives around on an RPG server on the PC for GTA 5, and pulls people over and legitimately
so
does literally gives them tickets and takes them to jail.
He takes them to jail. He talks to them while they're in jail.
They're all
playing a role.
Yeah, and it's like everyone's acting.
I was following TwitchCon when that was going on, and apparently he was huge there. He showed up in full cop garb.
That's awesome.
And like full sheriff garb.
Well, you saw that little kid I showed you that picture of at the TwitchCon that was dressed like Mini Doc.
Oh yeah,
who was dancing?
It's so awesome.
Yes, man. Yeah,
But that's what we're getting to. That these guys are As you can tell,
Yeah.
that
using
they're
them
celebrities.
using someone's music is actually using someone's music to make money.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. You're 100% right.
I wish
And
there was
they're
a
not
way
paying
to
anything.
to acquire some kind of contextual license. Like, I would love to use your music, Chevelle, for this cool collage of Game of the Years that I make. And
Yeah.
it's not going to do anything for me, and it's actually just showing off your music with cool games. Like,
Yeah, it's just helping.
but it's so much easier said than done. It's
Yeah,
all
it's
so
so much
big.
further than just
So
going to
big.
the band. It's going to the label.
The
Yeah,
label, exactly.
Band has no say.
No,
pretty much.
no, not at all. Not
Pretty
at all.
much.
Not at all.
Yeah.
No, they don't have almost any say at all. It's bad business, actually.
Yeah.
So it's funny because we were talking about the music, and I was hoping, but it's so easy to get off target and off subject. We were talking about the Star Wars music and the copyrights and all that, and then we did our recording the last Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Talked all about the Battlefront shit.
Yeah.
And because we had to record earlier than normal, because we recorded Wednesday instead of Friday,
Right.
we talked all about with Ryan, all about Star Wars Battlefront 2
Yep.
problems. And then like 24 hours later, all that stuff changes. And
Yeah.
we're kind of behind the whole wave.
That's
here.
what's kind of hard about this being like a topic news related kind of show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, most of the time I feel like we don't do that often
Yeah.
as much. I feel like the biggest ones matter, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. And they happen. You know what I mean? Like, especially...
Sometimes we're right on top of it.
Oh, for sure. Because, you know, in this industry, not a lot of stuff happens sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, you don't go a whole week where, like, no, whatever. People are still playing PUBG. That's the news.
But I still
You know what
wanted to, like, the cool thing about podcasting is that, you know, we're not a news show that goes on, you know, we don't, like, post up in the news today kind of stuff at all. So, like, the podcast is sort of, it's more about the discussion of the whole overall thing. But, like,
But you're right. If you want to explain more about
well, I just wanted to know what you guys, I mean, I'm just going to assume that anyone listening already knows kind of what's going on, at least.
Oh, I do.
I know all three of us do.
You live with this
Yeah, I was going to say, I listen. I live with this guy, so I hear it through the walls. I hear the anger that comes out of these YouTubers.
late at night when you're in bed talking to Alyssa.
I watch a lot of, well, he's referring to Jim Sterling. That's what he's referring to.
Yeah.
I watch Jim Sterling religiously.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, for sure.
He's hilarious.
Jim
I just like giving him a hard time because
Oh, yeah.
this has been, ever since this has gone down, this has been such a hot subject, and it's become even a bigger subject further than just gaming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, you now have governments looking into it as gambling, and
The state of Hawaii, Belgium,
There's places that
the
are
government
gonna-
of Australia is looking into it right now.
Really?
And then what you're going to have the issue is you're going to have them crack down on it, kind of like they have it with online gambling and stuff.
yeah.
And it's just going to cause a mess of issues as far as how video games are going
Dude,
to be marketed.
that's interesting because if they deem it gambling, which it pretty much is, take it from a...
It's not technically, but in every other way it is.
In every... Okay.
That's the way. That's how I see it.
Yes.
Like, because you can make an argument that technically it is not gambling
No.
because you're receiving something
Right.
for your money.
I want to jump into this whole thing because
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this a lot, and I've been playing some games, and I know
Do you
want
want
to
to
this
say?
game.
Do you want to say kind of what the topic is?
Sure,
Real quick?
just
Not
yeah,
to-
just
not
in
to-
case
yeah.
there's someone listening that's not 100% caught up. Everything we know now is at that point where they lifted microtransactions out of the game entirely and left players with just their broken, grindy
They being who?
Battlefront.
For the people who don't know,
EA.
we haven't even brought up the name of the
we
game.
didn't even talk about who.
We
what
haven't
we're
said
talking
who or
Yeah,
what.
we said Battlefront.
Did we? Did
Couple
we bring
times.
up Battle?
Yeah.
We talked about Star Wars. I don't remember introducing the topic.
Yeah, we didn't talk bringing EA directly.
So with Battlefront 2, when they removed DICE and EA removed the microtransactions, the big thing that came out afterward was not that they removed it, but it was they only removed it after they got a call from one of the big wigs at Disney. Disney was sick of their shit, and Disney called them and like, dude, you are making Star Wars look terrible, and you're just spreading all this toxic waste right before we release our movie, like next fucking month. And that's all of it. That's the only thing that made them remove microtransactions.
Really?
They would have kept it if they didn't have Disney to tell
That's
them.
so shitty.
Even after all the things.
Finally,
that-
somebody higher than them on the old totem pole was like, wait
and
a
it's
minute.
temporary.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So I'm
They're gonna
wondering.
let it blow over.
So the movie comes out when? December 14th, I think. Why like December 15th? Microtransactions are back in.
Probably
Just
something like that.
No, it'll probably be like after the movie
They'll
has
probably like
calmed
January,
down.
February.
Exactly. I totally agree with that.
And I mean, even if they somehow put them back in, every game has them. It's just anymore how you execute them in the right way.
Yeah.
Where you don't feel like, and I'll just be honest, screwing over the player base.
Not even feel like they were. That was
exactly
and to be
what
honest,
yeah.
what I discovered something. This is kind of where I was going into, that I found the way that I feel is the fairest way of them going about doing it, and I'm actually kind of enjoying it. Is Fortnite.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys have seen how their shops work. I know you haven't played the game, haven't touched it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
So the way the shop works is you don't earn coins. You can't earn their monetary system by playing the game. You only earn XP and level up. The way it works though is as you're leveling up, they have season shop, where as you level up, you unlock certain items that you can purchase with coins that you buy with real money. You see what items you're getting. None of these items, by the way, offer any in-game advantage. They're more costumes, skins,
pickaxes,
different items for the parachutes,
like
different stuff like that for the game. Then they have an overall.
They don't have to be like, lets you build walls faster.
Exactly.
Like
Nothing like that. Nothing like ridiculous like that. Then they also have like
it's not ridiculous
shop.
anymore.
They have another shop where you can purchase just a weekly set of items.
Okay.
And me personally, I think that's kind of cool from the standpoint that you're seeing what you get.
Well, plus it's free to play.
Exactly.
Which changes everything.
It is free to play. But I'm talking about from the standpoint, even if games like Call of Duty are going to consistently put that kind of stuff in there, I rather than put something in there where I can see, hey, if I'm spending that kind of money, I know I'm getting that gun or I know I'm getting that camouflage.
There's no gamble.
There's no gambling in it.
Right.
But they can also do it in a way that it's not that it's 50,000 items in a shop that you go through. And I like the idea that it kind of just swipes through.
Yeah.
You have a limited time to purchase this stuff, move on, or go get it randomly throughout the game.
Although
through randomly earning it via the crates or whatever.
Yeah.
That way. Because I feel like at that point it also doesn't provide that advantage either. If you wanted to do that in, say, a Star Wars game with the star cards. You only have a week to purchase these star cards. If you don't get, let's say, Kylo Ren when his card's on sale at that point, then you have to earn
all
it.
of this is gross.
Yeah.
It is gross, but that's just how games are going to be now.
Yeah.
But
there's no way getting around it.
I don't know about that. I mean, I feel like if people just
say no,
but
you say no to about 8% of the stuff that's out there.
No. I'm saying say no. No, I'm not saying say no to playing games. The only reason any of this shit is in there is because assholes keep buying them.
Yeah, but they started this a long time ago. This is before. I can tell you the way this all started, and I'll trace it back. It went back to when people were able to sell in-game stuff on their own. When you were able to go play, I'll give you a game. RuneScape. When you were able to go play WoW, and I could go grind out mats, or I could go grind out weapons and go sell them on the market, or get on eBay and sell them for $50, $60 on there. You come meet me in game, I exchange you the item, you send me the PayPal right there and there. I watched it did when I was in a guild. Guildmates would do that because you didn't want to spend 90 hours trying to get a thing. Why is the company going to let you go and do that and make money off of that, and they're not going to? I'm just using that as an example. Another game is Counter-Strike Go. Counter-Strike Go started off as just a game where you just shoot each other. It was a team deathmatch game. Mm-hmm. Somebody got the idea of let's add some cool funky skins to the game, and then soon enough they had an auction house where you had skins that were limited edition that ran for a week, and now they go for $400, $600, $800 for a skin in a game, and that's purchasing peer-to-peer.
Yeah.
That's not Counter-Strike making $600 or $800. So you ask yourself, if you're sitting there Steam, are they going to want you putting $800 in your pocket for something that you spent $5 to get?
That's all PC though.
But that's where
2% of the player base is PC.
But I'm saying that's where it started though. If you look at everything comes from the PC master race. It starts there and trickles down to console. Honestly, you could trace that back.
It's opposite now.
It is now, but
more
I'm saying,
money and players and player base. It's all about consoles now. PC players get left behind all the time. PC ports suck ass. Like Batman, they don't care about PC ports. They have throw it on Steam, whatever. We'll have some fucking team in the Philippines,
that's a good point.
Blue Point. We'll have them fucking hurry up and chop that through a little port machine and then throw it on Steam, and everyone gets pissed. Like I feel like PC's been way left behind.
Yeah, it's been left behind, but those practices were adopted from that. They're not going to let you even. I can even trace it back to when Call of Duty Black Ops 1 came out. There's people that would sell their Xbox Live accounts because they would unlock a certain amount, a certain skin or something through that loot box system, and people would want to purchase that.
Yeah,
I mean, even the same thing with people who purchase accounts just because an account's a certain level or has a certain gamer score or has certain stuff on it.
No, I knew
the
people on
company's not
RuneScape,
going to allow you to monetize off of something like that and not get in the game too and try to make their
I don't know.
own
I
way.
just don't like making. I don't like making the.
I'm not trying to make. I'm
all
not
these
trying to make
excuses
it.
for these
I'm not
poor
trying to make
companies.
excuses. I'm just telling
And
you.
everyone just
that's where
justifies
they-
all the
that's where they're coming from.
microtransactions.
Yeah.
I love the microtransactions.
No,
now.
no.
Everyone acts like that. They're just totally cool with it.
No, but-
so at some point there was a switch where we went, they're bad, they're bad, they're bad. Oh, as long as they're this. Oh, as long as we just keep giving them ground, keep giving them ground, keep giving them ground, keep giving them ground.
I think that's part of it.
10 years from now,
But
we'll be all pay to win. No one's going to say a thing because we keep giving them ground and we keep making sure
I
this
don't
is
see it
okay,
being
this is
pay to
okay,
win.
this is okay, this is okay.
They can't
We're
make
gonna
it pay
inch,
to win. They can't make you
they
pay
just
$60 and pay to win.
They just went from 4 to 10. That was the reason this got thrown out, was because they came in and it was pay to win. Everyone went, what the fuck? And they freaked out and all. But if it was just they had the cosmetic stuff, and then they could start sneaking elements in. That's what they should have done. That's what they're going to keep doing.
And are we going now? Let me ask you a question.
5
If
years,
it's
be like, oh look, it
cosmetics-
only adds 5% damage. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's what it's going to be, because in time your brain like develops a defense because you don't want to get upset with all these games because you want to play all these games, and it's going to become okay. And then we're going to have games like Shadow of Mordor where you can just buy level ups and stuff, and it won't bother anyone anymore.
Then there's it comes back to the whole thing, and we've already shown it works. You just vote with your wallet, and you just vote like everybody else.
And
every game that has that kind of stuff in it, I probably spent a total of $2 or $3, and I've gotten everything I've wanted out of those games on my own grind.
Yeah.
So I mean, at the end of the day, it's what you want to put into it. You and I can sit here and speak about how we're not going to support that, but we just proved that we can make that voice heard and stop that kind of stuff. The thing is, though, you're always going to have companies who are going to try to find ways to make more dollars to make sure that their stockholders, at the end of the day, are smiling pretty because games aren't selling like they used to. They're not selling like what they want them to. Same way with movies. Movie tickets aren't selling like they used to.
Yeah.
Media itself isn't selling.
Do we have
like
data for that?
There is data. There's data that movies have.
No, for games.
I mean,
games are selling tens of millions of copies. Call of Duty sells.
I mean,
100
we're
million
talking.
units
We're
worldwide.
talking. No, I'm talking about other games. As far as like we're talking about, like games like Shadow of Mordor. That game was depending. Not that game wasn't going to sell that kind of those kind of copies out. It was going to sell to the hardcore fans,
Sure,
but it wasn't going to sell Call of Duty.
But even
numbers.
that, they fucked with a lot of the lore that kind of turned the hardcore fans off.
Yeah.
I had no interest in it for all the stuff that they changed story wise, and on top.
So
So I mean, when they do stuff like that, they're going to always try to find ways to make their money out of games. I don't respect it. I'm not trying to justify it, and I'm against it. I vote with my wallet. I didn't buy Star Wars Battlefront. Won't buy really any game that has that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've played games that have it. I mean, like you said, pretty much every game has it now.
But there's games that you can flat out ignore it to the max. I like the fact with Destiny. As much as Destiny has that stupid broad in there that offers you to sell you stuff, you can go earn those engrams on your own and get all the stuff that you want out of there with Bright Dust that you've earned. Oh no, I've never had to even think about going in there and as it crossed my mind saying, should I drop a few bucks so I can get the items that I want out of here right now? I never felt that.
Yeah.
There's games that do want to pressure you to do that. Call of Duty being one right now. I just watched my brother play that about an hour ago when I went over there because he's hooked on it because all his friends are playing. I could totally tell you why. It would be crazy as hell to be sitting there in a room with 5 of your friends and you all get loot boxes. And all of you guys get these epic legendary skins or guns.
And you can watch each other open them.
And you get to watch each other open.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what
So
they were
bad.
doing.
Yeah.
And you get nothing. You get a smiley face.
You get a smiley
You get a
face.
smiley face
A
sticker.
pistol grip.
Yeah, a pistol grip. So you see that, and then you're like, well, shit, I want to go buy some boxes.
Yeah.
So that's where they're trying to start to
Or the
put it
patent,
here.
Activision's fun
Yeah.
patent.
Yeah, which we talked about on the last
we
podcast.
talked about it on the last one.
Crazy, man.
Pretty crazy stuff.
It's weird noticing the mental game going into it now. You know what I mean? Trying to dive into like the psyche of gamers.
I'm trying to like
and
understand, like for our perspective, it's like what's acceptable, what isn't, what can I buy that doesn't support things that I don't want to support. Can I buy any fucking game? Because like Assassin's Creed, you hit the start menu and you hit right on the D-pad. There's a store.
Mm-hmm.
There's no loot boxes or anything, but you can buy I hate it. You can buy costumes and shit. And great. I can't get any of this stuff because you have it. You're selling it to me.
Yeah.
Fucktards. And of course, I'll never buy anything like that. But it's gross. It just grosses me out. And so many people are just totally okay with it.
Well,
it's just crazy to me that it's okay that they're selling you $7 costumes that could just be in the fucking game.
Well, here's one that I'll kill both of you with, and now I want to hear you talk about this. How are we accepting with the fact that we're letting these companies put DLC on the disc? It's already there.
Yeah.
On game, ready to be released.
Except
it's
to
just
pay for
behind a paywall, sitting there and it's completed.
Tough.
And there's a
How
lot
do you
of
know
companies,
which games have it and don't? That's what's
they find them all the time. Mortal Kombat's done it.
WB is
Call of Duty's
horrible.
done it. Call of Duty's done it. They've had who else has gone ahead and done it? Capcom's gone and done it because they did it with Devil May Cry and some other stuff, and with Marvel vs. Capcom. The whole entire character roster was on disc. There's people who found a hack to unlock the whole roster 6 months in advance before they started releasing the characters and playing all the DLC characters in advance because they found the code behind those games. Now that's been since harder to acknowledge and find.
Yeah.
But that's
People
another practice there that that's been the one I've always had the biggest issue with. And he knows I don't like buying DLC.
I don't either.
It has to be hard for me. It's
I
got
have
to
my
be
rules.
certain pieces of DLC that I will buy that it has to add a lot for me to go out and purchase it. If it's
all about the base game for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you get the original Destiny.
No.
Those DLCs, the Dark Blow and the House of Wolves.
They changed the game, right?
No, they didn't. Those were the early ones.
Okay,
didn't
they
were lame, and they could have easily been part.
King.
Yeah,
Taken
you're thinking
King.
Taken
Oh,
King.
okay, Taken King.
But those first two ones, you open the box and boom, they're advertising for them already.
Destiny 2, yeah.
I just popped this open.
I sent you that picture. When I bought Destiny 2, I opened it and it was already a season pass advertisement on the side. Yeah. And I took a picture of that next to a picture of my Witcher case, which had a thank you note from CD Projekt Red on it. It's like, man, it's interesting to see how two different companies handle something.
And it's not too different. It really, it's not their fault, though. You got
You mean Bungie?
Bungie. It's not Bungie's fault.
No, none of this is on the devs.
It's not on the devs. It just
No, but
comes
you know,
down to
yeah,
these
you know
big,
what I meant.
these
Yeah,
big wigs at the top. They want more and more and more money.
Yeah.
They want you to be paying more and more and more. And then really honestly what it came down to also is a lot of companies saw Xbox Live makes X amount of dollars per month off of each of us who use that system.
Mm-hmm.
They do not pay those companies any of that money out.
No,
It goes right into Microsoft, but those companies aren't seeing a monthly revenue.
Right.
That's why this also comes in with microtransactions and stuff like that.
Well, that's the move to digital. I think is going to be a big deal.
I don't like it.
It's going to help with game costs, man, because they don't have to pay GameStop or Walmart or Target. Mm-hmm. Because that's the problem. A lot of the money goes from you have to. You're the developer, right? You're Activision and you're Bungie, so you pay all the money to create all the discs and cases. Then you've got to ship them all, so you got to pay for the shipping. You got to pay. You get them into Walmart shelves. Kid comes in and buys your game, buys Destiny. The money comes in. Part of that money goes to Walmart. Part of that money goes to the shipping costs. By the time you're done, here you are. There's Activision with their $20 or whatever they made off that game, and that's what's driving them to be like, we need other ways to make more money.
Here's my question, though, and just to Doug's point about them making more money, and your point as well. They already know that people will pay $60 for a new game. And just playing devil's advocate, it's not my opinion. I have no economic background to back this up. You know what I mean? But why? It's just thinking from them, trying to think as a greedy, businessman. You already know people are going to pay that much. If you don't have to pay the business as much money, but you already know they'll buy it for $60, why drop the price? The pessimist in me thinks that they won't. It should, in a perfect world, help the cost of games, but the pessimist in me wants to go, well, they're not going to lower it. They already know people will pay that. You know what I mean? What
none of them would have the intention. Yeah, none of them. They'd be like, no, fuck you. We'll go to 80 before we go to 50.
Yeah.
Yep.
But what happens is that, do you guys remember the whole NFL 2K5 and all that?
Mm-hmm.
What happens is someone gets brave. One person, CD Projekt Red, let's say, comes out with Cyberpunk 55. Mm-hmm. And they're like, you can get our game for $49.99.
Yeah.
One company.
Yeah.
And then everyone starts buying that game. They're like, whoa, $50. A complete AAA, quote unquote, AAA game.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone buys the fuck out of that game because holy shit, it's 50. Or maybe another game comes out with like a competing sports title and it's lower price. And they do it. So then the EA is like, well, fuck. Now our direct competitor is selling these games that are directly competing with ours that are now $10 cheaper. Mm-hmm. And besides $50 on digital, stop having a seizure over there.
I am having a seizure, but I'm trying to think of how you're kind of putting it because it makes sense. But go ahead.
It's competition. It's free market.
Yeah,
that's my point. The free market is that someone will want to sell copies over making more money, and they'll make more money in the long run. And you start a trend. Because you're going to force it down, just like anything else. As long as the problem is monopolies, though, because you're getting like Madden. No one can compete with Madden anymore.
Not even close, yeah.
No one can compete with Star Wars games because Star Wars is owned by EA now. It's like that's the thing that sucks.
That's what I'm wondering though. Is who's their competition? Other than each other, and they're all going to do it. You know what I mean? Like I don't see EA lowering their game prices to 50 or 40. You know what I mean? Like you talked about them having competition. Who would that one person? But let's say CD Projekt Red makes Witcher 4 and it's $40, but do they care? Like EA and those bigger guys. Again, just playing devil's advocate. What I mean?
It depends on if it sells.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, there has been companies that have come out there and been bold like that and dropped their prices on the games right off the bat and came out and said, hey, if you buy our game, here's a good one, Fortnite. Mm-hmm. Fortnite came out when the base game came out. Said, come and buy the
Fortnite come out physically?
Yeah. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No, I don't think so. I think they're going to have a physical edition of it. There is going to be a physical copy, and I think if you donated to the project, you got the early...
was that a Kickstarter game?
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, it was.
Cool.
I don't even think it was released until very recently.
Yeah, yeah. It just came out of like the basically the beta testing. Now it's just them updating it every week with new stuff. They keep adding stuff to the game. But with that, they came out and did something like that. And they sold copies of it. They did really decent. And there's been other games that have came out and done that. It's just...
But they didn't have a physical edition of the game. That allows you to drop your price. Right. Because you don't have to pay these third parties to sell your game for you. Because you're selling direct through...
I think he was just saying to the point of the price drop, though. Like as far as getting people's attention and getting their kind of...
Right, but the whole thing was that by doing that, other people aren't going to drop their prices. But that's because they're selling physical copies in Walmart.
Right.
That temptation's not there.
So how do you get to that distributor and still make sure that you have enough money in your pocket?
That's what I'm talking about. That's why physical editions are causing game prices to stay the same.
But they could easily... With the prices that we've seen physical media go down, they could easily drop that price down. As much as it costs to put that stuff on a disc, it's not that expensive. It really isn't. And that's the thing that kills me. And that's what kills me not buying physical media, especially games. We don't get an art booklet anymore. We don't get any kind of cool stuff that comes
without a collector's edition.
Without a collector's edition
or
anything like that. And which is stupid because honestly... I used to, and I'll put it out here, I used to burn games for my 360. I used to have a modded 360. The discs, I could buy 50 discs that were Xbox 360 discs for $20 on Amazon. That's 50 games. Okay? And I could turn them out. I could turn 50 games out in about 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Okay? So, don't tell me that they can't afford to drop the physical copies down, especially when they're taking away all the stuff out of them. Honestly, it's a greed in the marketplace. I mean, because you look at how much Blu-rays cost. When Blu-rays come out, Blu-rays don't cost $50 or $60 for a movie, and it's the same exact kind of media that they're putting it on. It's not much of a difference, especially with PlayStation. PlayStation isn't PlayStation 4 on Blu-ray discs. Isn't that
they're all on Blu-ray.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's the same transfer, and I've done it myself. So I mean, I understand where they're coming from, but I don't want to use that as them having a crutch, saying that they can't make games cheaper because of putting the physical
still
media.
Changes. It's you're thinking in dollars and dimes on a massive scale change costs a lot, big time. And if you're making hundreds of millions of copies like a Call of Duty, and you have to pay Walmart and Target and GameStop and all of those a portion of your share when you don't have to do that, it would add a more open competitive marketplace.
Yeah. No, I think there's good points on both sides. Did you want to hit on the Destiny DLC real quick?
Yeah, we're already at the end of it at this point. Yeah.
You wrap it up then?
Yeah, probably. I mean, we're already at 54 minutes right now, so.
Cool.
Unless you want to go over it real quick. And like
That's totally up to you, man. If you want me to run through, we can run through.
Yeah, let's do it.
It'll only be like 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, go.
But
Man, please.
we know they announced a new DLC for Destiny. I mean, it comes out, December 5th?
Yep.
Getting new raid, new strikes, new or Crucible maps.
Okay, cool.
New weapons, new armor. Saw some of the stream for the Hidden Guardians and where this new area opens up and how the story opens up and stuff like that. Looks really cool.
Really?
Looks like it's going to continue right after the game ended, which is awesome because I did not want them to put this gap or just throw us some side missions or anything like that. We're actually getting hard story.
Yeah.
So you're going to jump right into the game. You're going to go to the I don't remember her name. She's the girl that is got the hawk that you get a lot of the missions from. She's the one that's going to start the whole entire second part of the game, and you go to this portal that opens up the new planet, and you go to Mars.
Oh, it's the same characters and everything as far as you get
well, as far as that goes in the opening of the story, you're going to meet new characters.
Oh, okay, cool.
I mean, you're going to meet Osiris himself,
right.
which is looks like a basically original
Guardian.
Yeah, he's one of the founding Guardians. I guess basically his whole backstory is he did something to stop the Vex from taking over once before, and when he did that, it caused him to go into a rift and made him go into this alternate timeline, I guess, is from what I'm understanding. And now
he's like stuck.
Now he's stuck, and now kind of like what happened to Cade.
That's what I was going to bring
up.
And
now he's kind of merged back into this planet, and opening up the rift has caused all these Vex from different timelines to come in. So you're going to have basically all new types of Vex. You're going to have futuristic looking ones, these rustic looking, like super old, like
version 1.0.
Yeah, basically, cool. Exactly. Cool. So it kind of adds a whole new opening to that race. Yeah. But what I'm excited for is from the mumblings online is after this, we're going to get some new characters added to the game, like new race potentially.
Oh, really?
In the next DLC.
Oh, wow.
New stuff.
Was there ever a new race in Destiny 1 that they added?
Not really. No. It was really cut and dry the whole way through.
Okay.
I mean,
just the three, right?
Yeah.
I think
it was just the three.
Okay.
The three races and the three classes. I'd like a new class.
That would be cool. A new class would be cool.
Really
I don't know what they would.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
I don't know. They would have to do a lot of tweaking because these three classes play so well in Crucible.
And they have the kind of archetypes you can do with each class.
Yeah, you'd have to add it. Yeah, you'd have to have 3 archetypes. There'd be something fun to brainstorm. New Destiny class.
We'll come up with some. We'll send it in to Bungie.
We'll
right.
Send it in to Bungie. But I mean, so overall, the new DLC for the game looks great, and I'm excited to jump into it.
Cool. I'm excited for more story content.
Yeah,
that's cool because that's really what keeps me going in any game, pretty much. So that's gonna be fun.
No,
I hope it. Are you? Where are you in Destiny as far as like your? You remember your light level?
I don't remember my light level. I last time we played was the last time I played Destiny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a bunch of distractions came up. I beat it with that friend of mine, and I think we played afterward. And I loved Crucible.
We played with Tim.
That was we were playing Crucible. That was great. Yeah, we played Crucible together. That was awesome.
That was a lot of fun. So I didn't know you guys were still playing it, or you are.
He does. I have for sure. I haven't touched it. As soon as I start running into the same planets and shooting the same stuff, I'm done. I get tired of it real fast.
I'd like to jump back into Crucible.
Crucible is fun. Yeah. I love playing Crucible.
We need to get back on our
strikes too.
Our weekly playing.
Yeah, for sure.
Pick a day. Pick an evening and just get on and play for a few hours. And even we can record some stuff too.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely working on right now getting a capture card for my laptop.
Yeah.
So I can start
some
live capping all our
stuff?
streams and stuff like that so we can actually do it right. Because I think from being able to do it from right here, perfect.
Yeah.
With my laptop and everything.
Fuck yeah.
That'd be awesome. Pull your laptop up, be able to watch the... Yeah, that's cool.
Yep, be able to cap everything.
That's the way to do it.
Legit stream going, so
fuck yeah.
Look forward to that.
Cool. Well, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us this week, and hopefully we'll catch you next Tuesday.
Hopefully.
You never know, man. Hopefully. What if someone gets sick, or what if I get in a car accident and die?
Why would you say that?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
It could happen, Mason.
I got Doug.
That's true. Replacement.
You can be replaced.
We're taking this bitch over. You're expendable. Let's wrap it up.
We're all expendable.
We're all expendable.
Later.